Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite breeds of sheep, and of course that's the Katahdin Dorper cross. And I'm going to give you some reasons why you may want to consider them for your homestead. If this is your first time watching and you're new to the channel, we'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing, and that way you won't miss any future videos of the farm and the information that I have to share. I've been raising these Dorper Katahdin crosses now for about 5 years, and they seem to be a really good fit. They're a friendly sheep, they're a good grazer, they're good mothers, they put out a nice carcass, and they just seem to be a good all-around sheep. I really like these hair sheep because the meat is succulent. I can confuse people into thinking they're eating beef with it, and it's happened on many occasions and confused a lot of people. The burger, the chops, the stew, all of it is very similar in flavor to a young beef. It's very mild. It doesn't taste like mutton. It's not gamey. And Dorper meat, when you can eat it the day after and it doesn't look congealed and fatty, and it still is flavorful and mild, in my mind is a win. They're pretty much fertile year round, and that gives the breeder control over when they're going to have babies. And so traditionally the sheep would come into season in the fall, and then you're stuck with spring babies, and that's not necessarily the case with Dorper sheep. It's the case with me because that's how I do business, but you could actually set up a program and breed your sheep so that you've got babies during whatever time of year that works best for you. So unlike the Katahdins, the Dorpers actually have a coat of wool and hair together. The wool doesn't really grow out into what you'd call a fleece, so you can't really harvest the wool off a Dorper. Now, these sheep of mine, they're a cross, and what typically happens in the springtime is that as the weather warms up, the sheep will shed their coat, and that's true with the Katahdins also. But the Dorpers, they have it's like a woolly hair, and you can tell where they've been because they go down my woven wire fence, rubbing on it the entire way, and they alleviate themselves of their winter fleeces. The watch. So that's it for this week, and I really appreciate you all taking your time out of your day to come hang out with me for a few minutes. Thank you very much, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.